to my first YouTube video ever. How exciting and how scary is this? When I first started my Bookstagram, I never thought I would reach this place at all. I thought just I would stay as a mysterious editor, nobody would know my name, nobody would know what I look like, and here I am. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you from the bottom of my heart. I am always going to be grateful for the chance that you gave me to do all this. Like, this is amazing. Thank you all, and I hope I will make you proud as we go along. And a little get to know me for the ones who don't know me. My name is not Rosemary, actually. It's just a nickname I chose for my Bookstagram and Book Talk and now BookTube. My name is Rose. I am 21 years old, almost 22. And if you're watching this only from YouTube and you have never met me, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I am very, very active there. You will not regret it. Without further ado, let's begin. So today we're going to talk about King of Envy by Ana Huang. And Ana Huang, she is one of my personal favorites. She's like my comfort author, if that's a thing. She's very unproblematic, which I am so happy about. She just stays away from all the drama. She's actually a very nice and kind person as well. King of Envy is the 5th book in the Kings of Sin series in order: King of Wrath, King of Pride, King of Greed, King of Sloth, and now King of Envy. And next we have King of Gluttony, which is going to be about Maya and Sebastian, Indian girl and French guy. We'll talk about it later. I'm just so excited. Honestly, I was caught off guard by King of Envy. I did not expect it to be this good. After King of Wrath, I just felt like Ana Huang lost that touch that I loved so much, and I know a lot of you guys felt the same. Like, I loved King of Sloth, King of Greed, and King of Pride, but they were just missing something. And I think with King of Envy, she got that back, and we got that back. So I was so happy. And I think it's one of my favorite Ana Huang books. I think Vuk Markovic just made it to the top list of my favorite Ana Huang men. Welcome to the spoiler-free part of the video. In this next few minutes, I will not be giving any spoilers on King of Envy. This is just for the ones who want to know what the book is about and should they start reading it, so bear with me. Vuk Markovic, known as the Serb, is Serbian, and Ayana Kidane is Ethiopian. And Ayana is a supermodel and Vuk is a CEO, ex-billionaire. First of all, let's talk about the tropes. This is a romance, a little dark romance, first proximity, and billionaire romance. And most importantly, a slow burn. Like, guys, trust me, it burns slow. I have seen so many people saying, oh, the book was boring, why did you like it? And usually the people who are not into slow burns tend to say the book is boring. It is not boring, it's slow burn, and slow burn goes slow, as you can guess. So no, it's not boring. So if you're not into slow burns, please do not read this book, because then you are gonna be bored. But if you do love a good slow burn, this is gonna be one of your favorites. Like, I'm 100% sure about it. If you love a good Beauty and the Beast story, you are gonna like this book. Like, Ayana is a girl who has never been truly loved, and Vuk is so scarred and he has never truly been loved either. So they find each other, and there's just so much tension, there's so much chemistry, so you're gonna feel it and you're gonna be excited about what's gonna happen next and how will they communicate with each other. There are no cheating tropes in this book, there are no miscommunication tropes in this book, so you're safe and you are gonna enjoy it if you love all these. Especially if you're a fan of Alex Volkov or Christian Harper, I gotta tell you, Vuk Markovic is a combination of both, especially Christian Harper, who is my all-time favorite Ana Huang man. And also, there is no third act breakup in this book, which was one of the reasons that I actually loved it, because I was so tired of this third act breakup. Like, the couples know each other, they love each other, something happens, break up, they have to grovel, and they get back together. I was just so tired of this narrative. Like, it was just getting so repetitive, and I'm just so happy that we do not have it in this book. There is no miscommunication, everything's gonna be fine. And you're gonna have some enjoyable little details in this book, some things that are gonna happen that are gonna surprise you. It's very cutesy, and if you are a fan of Twisted series by Ana Huang as well, there are some cameos that you're gonna definitely enjoy, and some new characters are mentioned in this book as well, some characters that we're gonna have books by in the future. most definitely. Welcome to the main part of the video. From now on we will have spoilers, so please, if you have not read the book, skip this part. So first of all, let's talk about Ayana and Vuk as individual characters, then them as a couple, and then the side characters, the plot, the pacing, and the writing style. Let's get into it. Ayana was such a strong, fierce, and mature woman. I was so in love with her from the first few chapters. She knows what she wants, but she's also stuck in this fake engagement with Jordan Ford, who is her also best friend almost. Well, she has no girl best friends, which is the saddest thing to me, because imagine being in the modeling world. There are so many girls around you, but they're just so jealous that you don't even have a best friend. Like, imagine being surrounded by so many girls and you can't find a friend for yourself. That just shows the industry. After the first few moments with Vuk and Ayana, I was thinking to myself, why is Ayana thinking in this way that, oh, does Vuk like me? Is he into me? Does he hate me? Like, girl, are you blind? Are you blind or what? But then I realized that, as mentioned in the book, Ayana has never had a real lover, and she doesn't know what love or yearning looks like. So that's why she's mistaking Vuk's yearnism as hate or dislike, because she doesn't know what yearning is. And once she figures that out, I just liked it so much that she was communicating easily with Vuk instead of just hiding and waiting for something to happen. She just told him that she likes him and she wants it to happen. And Ayana was dealing with so much trauma and so many battles inside her head, but still she will not let you disrespect her. Like, she knows her worth. Like, she's the Ana Kidane, like, come on. And I think it's very interesting that Ana Huang chose her career as a supermodel, because she is a person who hides beneath all this glam and makeup. Like, everybody likes her, but nobody loves her, and she has to hide from everyone, but not Vuk, because Vuk sees under all these layers that she has made for the world to see what she's like. I think it was a really interesting choice for Ana to choose Ayana's career to be a supermodel, because as a supermodel, Ayana puts on a show for the world underneath all this makeup and all this glam. She is someone who's likable but not lovable. Like, everyone likes her, nobody loves her, nobody knows the real her, but she sets her soul free for Vuk. Vuk sees underneath all these layers that she puts on for the world to see her as she is. Like, Vuk was the only one who tried to understand her, who tried to see who she actually is. That is why she fell in love. And if you're wondering why she fell in love so easily with Vuk and so fast, was because nobody tried to see her. Everybody saw the supermodel, Ayana Kidane. Nobody really wanted to see what Ayana thinks about, what Ayana is like, except for Vuk. Even though Jordan was her best friend, Jordan was just so busy with his life or whatever that he didn't know her. And Vuk was the only one who tried to know her. And that's why she fell in love, because he did it in the right way. Now let's talk about Vuk Markovic. Now, even though Vuk had a really dark past and he lost all his loved ones, I'm really glad to see that he's still looking for the light in his shadows, which is Ayana. And Vuk is a grumpy, but he's softy on the inside for sure. And we see it with Ayana and with Shadow, but we'll talk about that later. At first, I thought he was obsessed with Ayana in a way that he was like stalking her, like someone we know. But no, that wasn't really stalking. He was just watching all her catwalks and her modeling shootings videos online, and I mean, they were all online. He wasn't digging too deep into her life, so it was still good to know that. But the fact that he was yearning for her for years, and then his best friend got the chance to be with Ayana before him, really broke my heart, because he really thought he lost Ayana, especially since Ayana and Jordan literally got married, almost got married. And it was just breaking my heart, because he was gonna lose his light, his sunshine, Ayana. I'm just so glad that even in the last moments that he understood what was gonna happen. I'm just so happy that he realized his mistake. He should have talked to Jordan. He should have told Jordan about his feelings At least I'm glad in the last moment he realized that and he offered $120 million instead. But he could have just talked to Jordan, but he understood that. And I'm happy he regretted it at the last moment and he went to stop the wedding, but it got stopped anyway. And about Vuk and Ayana's relationship, first of all, the nickname, like, come on, c'est moyen. I love it when the couples give each other nicknames in their language, because obviously it's so much closer to their hearts. Like, it's just such a heartfelt thing to do. Like, I love it. But I think something that people are ignoring in here is the fact that he's calling her his heart and Vuk, and Vuk is heartless, so he's calling her his heart. That's how much he loves her. It's just not a nickname like you're my heart. She is literally his heart. Like, his heart has been beating for her all these years. One thing I really liked about Ayana and Vuk was how they communicated with each other. Like, their stolen moments, like when they were alone in the car, when Jordan was not there, when they went to the cake tasting and everything, how Vuk would answer the right questions and he would ask the right questions. He would actually ask questions in which he could know more about Ayana. He really wanted to know her so much, and she just felt so emotionally safe with Vuk that she wanted to be around him all the time, because finally in this world of hiding herself from everyone, she found someone who wanted to know her and who understood her. There's one thing for a woman to feel physically safe, which Ayana definitely did around Vuk. Like, come on, that guy is huge. But she felt emotionally safe. Like, she could tell him every secret. And she felt so safe that when she had a problem with the agency, everything, and she was so scared, she didn't go to Jordan, who she knew far longer than she knew Vuk. She went to Vuk because Vuk made her feel so safe in here. And, well, physically. Obviously, the way Vuk would notice what's wrong with Ayana, he knew her body language, how she acts, if she's talking in this way or that way, what she's feeling. And I saw so many people say that Vuk was not yearning for her, and well, yearning has different versions, and let's be honest, Kaiser is the king of yearning, but Vuk was yearning for Ayana. Like, imagine watching someone from afar for years and he was yearning to be with her, but he thought that he was a beast. Like, he didn't deserve Ayana until she got so close to him. She got with his best friend that it was like, I gotta do something. That's yearning. Now let's talk about some of the side characters. First of all, Jordan Ford. I really liked Jordan. I liked how understanding he was. One thing I did not like about this book and about the whole plot and everything was Jordan getting sidelined and him going into a coma. I think it was totally unnecessary, and had he stayed in the book, I think we could have had some nice plot and drama to it. I think him getting sidelined wasn't a really good idea. And now we have Maya Singh, which I'm so happy to hear that she's an Indian FMC. I'm so happy for my Indian followers. I have a lot of them, and I don't know if Ana Huang did this based on the fact that she knew she has lots of Indian readers, or if she only wanted to, but I'm sure she knows. And don't you worry guys, Ana Huang will do her research on Indian culture and everything in between, and she will make sure that she gives a good representation to the Indian community. And Maya is sassy. Like, Maya got sass, and I liked her a lot actually. And I like her okay. I mean, we didn't really see much of her character, but the fact that she remembered that Ayana was not in a good place and she came and she brought cookies and everything, I like that she was kind. But to be honest, her friendship with Ayana kind of felt forced to me. Like, they didn't have that friendship connection that the other Ana Huang girls have. But maybe we'll see more of them in Maya's book. In this book, their friendship just kind of felt forced to me. And Sebastian Lawrence. Sebastian was charming from the first second that we met him in King of Greed, if I'm not mistaken, and also in King of Sloth. And I'm just wondering what a charming guy like him is gonna do with a sassy girl like Maya. Like, it's gonna be interesting for sure. And I am already interested about him and Maya, and the fact that he is just so charming for everyone else. Like how Ayana described him the same as Kai Young, and we all know what Kai Young is like. I just want to know why a charming guy like Sebastian has got so much sass for Maya. Like, what was in their past? What happened back in high school or college? It's gonna be interesting for sure. And we had Roman Davenport. I wish we had more scenes of him, honestly. He is such a morally great person as well, but he's got that sass. He's funny. It was very funny actually, talking to Vuk and making Vuk go crazy. I have a feeling that Ana Huang, as many of you have already guessed, is gonna write a mafia romance series, and that's gonna be exciting for sure. And most probably Roman is gonna be the first MMC for sure. I hope she does it. I hope she does it because Roman is very interesting, and yeah, I just wish we had more of him. And we had Kidane in this book, which he has vowed to never get married. We know how that ends. Yes, Kidane, you are definitely gonna get married one way or another. Many speculate that Kidane is going to be the MMC of King of Lust, which is probably going to be after King of Gluttony, and that most probably is true. But we still don't know who is the FMC, so we'll see who's going to break his eyes and get married to him. And the most important part of the book for me, one of the reasons I almost gave a higher rating to this book, is Shadow. Oh my god, this cat, this gray cat. One of the most beautiful things that I read on Goodreads, I don't remember the person who wrote this, but she said that a stray cat is a symbolism for survival, and how Vuk and Ayana survived past all these dark stuff happening in their life. Like, it was a really nice symbolism. And Shadow saving her mom and dad at the warehouse, that was the cutest scene ever. And also Vuk remembering details about Shadow, and he was researching about what Shadow can eat, cannot eat, and he was like, Shadow is lactose intolerant. Like, come on, he loves that cat a lot. About the pacing, the book was going a little too slow and the pages were too much and too long in my idea. It could have been shorter because overall we didn't have much jaw-breaking plots or anything, so I would say it was a little slow and it could have been shorter. And about the plots, honestly, I was really disappointed that there was no jaw-breaking plots again, like no promising plots. We all knew what was gonna happen next, or at least I knew what was gonna happen next. Like, it was very straightforward. I wish we had something happen that I would be like, oh, I did not expect this. And I think that's because, like, except for the main characters, the villains of this book were not really interesting. They were like spineless, if you know what I mean. If we had some interesting villains, I think we could have nice plots. But overall, this is an Ana Huang book, and Ana Huang usually doesn't write jaw-breaking plots. Like, yes, they can be interesting, but not always you're gonna be like, ooh, I didn't know this was gonna happen. Mostly we know what's gonna happen, so it's okay for me because I knew what was going into. So I think I will rate the book 3.5 out of 5. I really love a good slow burn, and it was a good slow burn. And I really liked Ayana as an individual and Vuk as an individual, and them together. Like, everything was perfect. Like, usually in Ana Huang books, one of the characters, and I mean usually, especially in Kings of Sin series, one of the characters lacks that personality and character. Usually the FMC or sometimes the MMC, but in this book both of them were perfect individually and they were great as a couple, so I'm really happy with that. Let's take a moment to praise Ana Huang, because if you have followed her books since Twisted Love, you can see that her writing has become so much more mature and deep and so much more smooth, and I'm just so proud of her. And I love the fact that she shows this much diversity in her books, especially choosing Maya to be an Indian girl. Like, it's so scary to choose an Indian character because Indians have so much culture behind them. Like, there's so many details in their weddings, in the way they dress, the way they act even, but she's taking this risk, and I just want to praise her. And the fact that even for Ayana, she noticed these small details, like how a girlie like Ayana who has curly hair needs to wear these silk scarves before bed, otherwise her hair is gonna get messy in the morning, or her skincare routine. Like, these are so important because when an Ethiopian girl reads this book, she's gonna feel so good knowing that an author like Ana Huang actually cares about diversity. And I feel it's gonna be the same for Maya, and my Indian girlies are gonna be so happy. So a huge I love you to Ana Huang for this. That's it, guys. We are done with King of Envy review. Please remember that these are all my personal opinions, and it's okay if you disagree with me. I'm happy if you agree with me, but I would love to know what you think about King of Envy and what you think about my review. Since this is my first review, I am sorry if it's not perfect. I'm gonna make it more perfect in time. Obviously, it takes time. And if you don't follow me on Bookstagram and BookTok, please do. I post daily edits and stories of different books and series and book memes, everything in between. I love you all. Thanks for watching. See you until next time.